Hello there, welcome to this latest video. So I'm showing some more Blu-rays and DVDs, and today I'm going to show some haunted house horror films, but I didn't just want to talk about the most famous ones, the classics. So I'm going to be showing some which I think are either underrated or unknown, and I picked out a bit of a mix. So let's take a look. First we have The House That Would Not Die from 1970, starring Barbara Stanwyck. This is a really good film. It was made for TV, but very effective, very creepy, well worth checking out if you're not seeing it. The House That Would Not Die. Next we have The Nesting from 1980. This is one I've always liked. It's about this woman who rents out an old deserted house so she can get some peace and quiet to do her work, but there was a tragedy there years earlier, so the place is haunted. This one for me is entertaining, has a few gory moments, and this is the old Blue Underground Blu-ray. It does have a 4K now, but I'm quite happy with this edition. It's The Nesting. Next we have Haunted from 1995. This one is based on the James Herbert novel. Film I've always liked. Used to have this one on VHS. This is just a DVD, but I don't think it has a Blu-ray. To be honest, I'm quite happy with DVDs most of the time. I watch and buy them all the time. Of course, if it's a film I really love, I like to get a Blu-ray or even 4K. But I still think DVD is a brilliant format. That's Haunted. Next, we've got The Shunned House. Now, this one is an Italian horror film, but it was made way after the golden period of Italian horror in the 60s, 70s and 80s. This one came out in the early 2000s. And it's a decent film, actually, based off the work of H.P. Lovecraft. It's weird, and it does get quite gory as it goes on. Definitely worth checking out, The Shunned House. Next, we've got Burnt Offerings, and I'd say these days this film has definitely got a lot more appreciation. I think for a long time it was very underrated. I think it's an absolutely brilliant film. I'm a big fan of this one. I'm sure many people have seen this one now, but if you still have not seen this film, I highly recommend it. Burnt Offerings. Next, we've got The House of Seven Corpses. This one is definitely more fun. Not particularly scary or creepy, this one, but like I say, it's fun. It's definitely entertaining. I've always liked it. The House of Seven Corpses. Next, we have The Haunting of Hell House. This one I think came out in 1999. Starring Michael York. It's the old Anchor Bay DVD. Quite a low budget one, but I'd say it's pretty well shot and it's well worth your time. Pretty cool film, in my opinion. Haunting of Hell House. Next we have this one here. Is a foreign DVD, but the film is Something Evil. And yes, this was actually directed by Steven Spielberg in the early 70s. One of his earlier films. Really good film, actually. Pretty creepy, effective, little horror film. Quite forgotten over the years. This never had a UK VHS or DVD release, so quite happy to have this edition here. I first saw this film probably about 10 years ago on YouTube, so to have a physical copy of it is pretty cool. That's Something Evil from 1972, I think. Next we have The House on Tombstone Hill. Now this one perhaps is a bit more of a supernatural slasher film, but definitely has haunted house elements in it. All the people who go to the house get locked in, they can't get out, all the windows and doors are sealed. You'll get picked off one by one in very gory ways. This one has some great blood and gore. Very entertaining film from the late 80s, The House on Tombstone Hill. Now we've got Sodom's Ghost. Now everyone will know that Lucio Fulci and Umberto Lenzi made a few haunted house films in the late 80s. And I'd say this one here is probably the most hated out of all of them. So that's why I thought I'd show it. It's not a great film really. You know, Lucio Fulci is one of my favourite directors of all time. It's hard to defend this film, but for me it does have some enjoyment. I do quite like it. It's about a group of tourists who come by this old house that they think is deserted. Years earlier it was occupied by the Nazis, who used it as a brothel, and they used to film themselves with prostitutes and stuff, and the house got bombed, so it's haunted now. It's Sodom's Ghost. Next we have The Evil from 1978, I think. Now this one is actually a big favourite of mine. I absolutely love this one, starring Richard Crenna. If anyone hasn't seen this film, I really highly recommend it. I think it's really, really good. It was known as well as The Evil Below in the UK. Highly recommended, The Evil. Next we have Ghost Story. Now this one is not to be confused with the 1981 film with Fred Astaire, which has the same name. This film is from 1974. It's a British horror film, and it's really good actually. Definitely was unheard of for a long time. Quite pleased to have this Blu-ray. Cool film, Ghost Story. Got a creepy doll in it. Next here, Haunting of Heron House. This film is better known as Spirits, directed by Fred Alwyn Ray. So you know you're going to get something which is pretty bonkers and sleazy. It's pretty good. Spirits. Next we have The House Where Evil Dwells. Crazy little film with Susan George, but I like this one. Recommended if you've not seen it. Like I say, a bit weird, but it's good. The House Where Evil Dwells. Here we have Bloody New Year. Absolutely crazy film. This one is insane, but it's really entertaining. It throws everything into the mix here. Definitely have a good time watching this if you've not seen it before. Norman J. Warren film, so you know what you're going to get. I like it. Okay, and last up, I thought I'd include this one. It's a bit different, quite interesting. Borley Rectory. Now this one is like a documentary really. Quite interesting as it's filmed in black and white. It's got a bit of animation in there, and it's about what was supposedly the most haunted house in England. No longer exists now, but it just charts like a few incidents that were supposed to have happened there over the years, and I quite like the way it's done, to be honest. I would recommend this one if you've not seen it, if you're just curious. I think it's pretty cool. That's Borley Rectory. So there we go, guys. That's a bunch of haunted house horror films, some which are pretty underrated or unknown. So as always, thanks very much for watching this video.